What's up, everybody? I'm back with another tool deals video, and today, buckle in because I got a lot of deals to show you, and we have a lot to discuss. So hopefully you'll learn something today and find some good deals. But before we get into the tool deals, I just want to say that I make these videos all year round, not just during the holidays. So consider subscribing. And oh, we did it. We totally nailed the 14,300 subscribers. Thank you so much for all y'all support. Can we do 14.5? 14.5 over there, 14.5 over there, 14.5, 14.5, 14.5, 14.6, 6, 6, 6. Okay, let's just do that. All right, moving on to the deals. So yesterday I told about angle grinders, and there is another good angle grinder deal over at Home Depot today. Thank you guys for your comments yesterday and explaining what the difference was with this angle grinder over the ones that were at Home Depot. And also someone brought this one up as well. Kudos to you. Thank you so much for contributing to the community. We have this one here with a 9 amp hour battery. This one over at Lowe's is an 8 amp hour battery, and this is the DCG 415. This DCG 418 is supposed to be 30% more powerful than the 414. So the 414 I think is on sale for like 169 right now. Yeah, 169 I believe. So this is the one I'm going to go with to compare. And I just wanted to say a couple things. I do like the way this one was designed. First of all, I like the trigger switch. I've heard a lot of good things about the trigger switch, but this one in particular, someone was complaining about it yesterday. He said he has it. He said he loves the angle grinder, but the trigger is a little wonky sometimes. But generally, triggers is where it's at. They're easier than the paddles, less fatigue because it's just your finger instead of your whole hand having to grip the thing tight, and also a lot safer than the side switches. But another thing I want to bring your attention to the middle of the body here. If you recall yesterday, I was talking about the vents, how the other DeWalts and the Milwaukee's all, and I'll just bring it up, they have the vents right here on the body of the angle grinder, and this is where your hand goes, which is insane to me because your hand covers up half of it. I mentioned this yesterday, and I mentioned it in a video when I was doing the comparison. If you want to see the comparison of the 5 different angle grinders, look up here in the upper right hand corner. Should be a video there. But this one is very well thought out, having the vents in the middle, which should dissipate heat much better than all the other ones. Now the Bosches, the Metabos, their vents were on the battery, which still were better than the other DeWalt's and Milwaukee's because they're unobstructed, right? So anyway, this one seems to be the best to me, and I wanted to mention it yesterday. Like, I'm confused nobody has any vents on the actual body. But I'm thinking also the ones down here. I had read some literature, I think for me from the Bosch is something that the vent down here by the battery helps vent the battery as well, because these things heat up and they chew through batteries real fast. So keeping the battery cool also helps with battery life. So maybe that's why Bosch and Metabo did that. And there's also vents up here too for the motor as well. So maybe this isn't a great design. I don't know. Seems like it makes sense though. Now the other thing I want to say, I could tell the ergonomics are not going to be as great because it has this straight handle, and while the Metabo HPT has a super angle, the Bosch angle is just perfect because if you relax your hands right now and pretend you're holding an angle grinder, you'll look at your wrist and you'll see there's a slight angle to it. If you try to make it a straight handle with your hands, if you're pretending, do it right now. A lot of you are doing it as I said it. You notice there's a little strain on your left hand now, right? Or your right hand, depending on which one you're holding the handle with. There's a little bit of strain there, and that will wear on your body over time. So the slight angle is what I would prefer. But with that said, we have a 9 amp hour flex vault battery here. Um, Similar specs in the angle grinder itself. It's just that it does up to 6 inches, which will really contend with that Milwaukee and the Bosch that I have, and the Metabo. Well, the Metabo's 5. So anyway, you get this whole kit for $269, and that's a big discount from its normal price. So moving on, we have this Metabo pen nailer. I've never used it. I don't believe I have one. I know I have a Milwaukee pen nailer, and that's the one I use. But I'm curious to know how loud this thing is because all my Metabo HPT uh, nail guns are loud as I don't know what. Even the Brad nailers sound like a Glock. I was telling somebody that yesterday. The brad nail sounds like a Glock, and oh my goodness, the framing nails are really crazy. It's a true pistol out there. But this is $99, marked down from 149. Then someone, and I think Sabrina. And the only reason why I remember her name, guys, don't take offense. It's just a woman in a group, so that stood out to me, and I remember her name. So Sabrina, I believe, posted this in the group showing that this is on clearance at some lows for 129. But if you guys remember, like 5 days ago, I had mentioned that this went on sale. It was 149, in line with like the Milwaukee's and DeWalt deals and Makita deals. They all have a 149, but theirs is brushed at 149 for the impact driver and drill. These are brushless. These are more powerful than all the other ones. You get bigger batteries, and they have lifetime warranties. The impact drivers IP56 rated. Just all better. It's all better. It's all better. So 129. That's a good deal there. I wanted to remind you guys of that. And then someone also asked about cordless screwdrivers. Me personally, I never, for home use, the average person, I don't see the point in these because just use your drill, right? Me, I would never own one of these, but I'm also not like an electrician. I see a lot of electricians with them and stuff like that. So I wanted to talk about what I've noticed and looking for them. So I was really trying to do a deep dive and looking for them. So here's a couple things I learned. Like some of them do not have rotatable or articulating handles right here to go straight, to make them straight, or angled to your preference here. Some of them do not have a reverse button here. They just all spin to the right. I don't know how you would make it go to the left. That it was a little confusing to me. And some of them don't have lights. They don't have LEDs. Also, some of them use just AA batteries. To me, that can be a gift and a curse because if you use rechargeable batteries, that might be preferred, right? And you don't have to be buying these battery packs. So that might be a thing. But then some of them just have built-in batteries. You can't take it out and charge it or anything. You definitely don't want those, okay? So another thing you need to look at is the cost to replace the batteries and stuff like that. Now, with that said, I brought up a few. I brought up one from Metabo HPT, one from Black & Decker. Black & Decker has another version that does not have a flashlight. I brought this one up. It's $21, and this could be used as a flashlight. You just boop, hit the button, have the light on, and that's it. You don't have to use the drill at all, which is a kind of cool use. So this is actually a two-in-one tools. We have the Milwaukee, but then finally we have the DeWalt. So all of these are pretty much the same. Let's make sure this Milwaukee has an LED though. Like it has to, right? Okay, it doesn't say anything about the having an LED, but it has to have an LED, right? No, nothing says anything about an LED. All right, so if you guys own this Milwaukee, you let us know if it has an LED. It has a battery indicator. All of these pretty much have everything you need except for maybe this Black & Decker. So the Black & Decker, right? It doesn't have all the features. It doesn't have different clutch settings. It does not have a battery indicator. Heck, I don't even know if it has removable batteries. I just have this up here because it's $21. Okay, so that's that. Now we're going to just talk about the real tools. Okay, the big boys. So we have the DeWalt. It's 104.30 at Amazon, and it's 119 at Acme Tool. The only reason why I'm gonna have both of these up though is because Acme Tools is affiliated with Rakuten. So if you don't know, Rakuten is a free cashback extension that you can use on your cell phone, or you can use it on the interwebs on an actual desktop or laptop computer. If you sign up using my link, you'll get an additional bonus $40 cash back on top of the 2% cash back when you spend $40, okay? And it don't have to just be at Acme Tools. It could be at anywhere that Rakuten is affiliated with. And you can, again, do it through your cell phone. To do it through your cell phone, you have to actually download the app. You use my link, sign up, download the app, and then you shop through the app. Open up the app, and then you type in Acme Tools, and then go shopping like normal. It'll automatically apply everything to you. So if you go through Acme Tools, if you're first time, obviously this is going to make this a lot cheaper. Plus, if you spend $200 or $199, rather, you get an extra $20 off using code YELLOW20 on DeWalt stuff. So That's there. Now let's look at the specs on this thing. First of all, it comes with 2 batteries, a bag, and a charger. Okay. Now let's go to the Milwaukee. The Milwaukee also comes with 2 batteries, a charger, and the tool itself. It does not come with the bag. And then let's go to the Metabo HPT. It comes with 2 batteries, a hard case, and a charger. Okay. All right. So all of them come with the same. You see that. So the Metabo HPT comes with the better equipment there, unless you like soft bags, and you might. Now, the DeWalt does. It looks like at first that it doesn't rotate or anything. It's just a little different. It rotates instead of folds up and down to make it straight or angled. Okay, so that's something to consider. But they all go straight and they all come to an angle. Now, the Metabo HPT has 21. It has 21 clutch settings, basically 22 for the drill. The Milwaukee has 20 as well. And the DeWalt, it has 15 clutch settings. So the DeWalt has 15. In addition to that, all of them have LEDs. The DeWalt and the Milwaukee have battery indicators on them. I do not believe the Metabo HPT does. I do not see a battery indicator on this tool. So there's that. The Metabo HPT also a 2-speed gearbox up there. So you have your 1 and 2. The Milwaukee has that as well. And the DeWalt, no, I do not see that. Now, as for power, the DeWalt has, it will not tell us the inch pounds, but it does 430 RPM. Okay, 0 to 430. The Milwaukee, 44 inch pounds, and also has the 2-speed settings for has two speed settings up to 600 RPM, so much faster and probably more powerful than the DeWalt. But the DeWalt's not giving us the inch pounds, but again, it does spin faster. And the Metabo HPT also 44 inch pounds with, all right, again, now with the Metabo HPT, 2-speed settings, 260 RPM, 7 and up to 780 RPM. So much faster than the other two. Now, one thing that the Milwaukee and the DeWalt boast is easy one-handed change of the bits. The Metabo HPT does not say anything about that, so I don't know if it is an easy bit change. Probably is two-handed, I would assume, since they didn't mention that. But sometimes, again, people don't know how to market. So anyway, I say all that to say, those are your different choices. As far as warranty goes, this is a lifetime warranty on the Metabo HPT. The Milwaukee has a 5-year warranty, and the DeWalt has a 3-year warranty. The DeWalt, again, is 104. The Milwaukee can be had for 149, and the Metabo HPT can be had for $79 for the whole kit. I mean, if that one-handed chuck doesn't bother you, I mean, to me, the Metabo HPT is kind of a no-brainer. I know I spent a lot of time on that. Now, finally, with these screwdrivers, I want to say, talk about battery replacements. And that's why I have this up. Basically, I don't know how much it costs to replace the Milwaukee batteries. I just assume none of you would get that Milwaukee because of its price. It's ridiculous. It's not like it's compatible with the M18 or M12 batteries. You're basically hopping into a whole new line of tools here. It's cheaper to get Metabo HPT batteries. If you want to stay authentic, then they're expensive. They're $40 a battery, roughly. But if you're going to go with the E-mates or whatever, X-mates, $16.99. For the DeWalt's, they were $21.99 for the same X-mate from the same company. So, it's cheaper to get the Metabo HPT. Again, you can get it from Acme Tools. You're going to get cash back. I mean, it's better than buying it off of Amazon, frankly, because even if you've already signed up for Rakuten, you see it jumping out, you get the extra 2% off, which is cheaper. So, anyway, that's all that. Sheesh, that was a lot. Now, moving on over here to Lowe's, we have these Worx impact driver hammer drill combo. This is the deal of the day, so it's going to expire today. I don't know anything about these tools. Never used them, never held them. I never even seen them in the wild in real life. But as far as specs go, they're pretty well spec. This impact driver does 2,100 inch-pounds. It has 3 modes, 3 mode settings, which is, to me, important because You gotta have a lot of finesse without, if you have a real powerful one, it's easy to depress the trigger too much and it just ruin your project. The hammer drill does not really tell us any specs. It just tells us how many blows per minute it produces, which is 32,000 per minute. Oh yeah, in 2,000 RPM. It doesn't tell us the inch pounds or anything like that. Yeah, so it's buy this for 254. You get two 2 amp hour batteries. Yeah, those two 2 amp hour batteries, and you also get to choose between a free gift. Now check these free gifts out. You could choose between, well, that light is gone, a circular saw, a oscillating tool, a 9-inch indoor work fan. That's big and small at the same time. That's a lot of stuff going on for a 9-inch fan. A brad nailer, a blower, another circular saw, an angle grinder, a sander, a dual bevel sliding compound miter saw that's 7 1/4 inches. Yes, you heard that right. So, I don't think I need to tell you that that's what you want to get. That thing alone is more than this whole kit. So, you want to get that, all right? And that's all I got to say about that. For that price, I'm trying Worx. Me personally, I'm just gonna see. I mean, it's Lowe's. You have 90 days to take it back if it sucks. That's what I'm doing. So I needed to show you guys that. Moving on, Ohio Power Tool has. All right, so moving on, we have this flex deal from Ohio Power Tool. These are their big boys. Is it their big boy? Yeah, it's their big boy hammer drill. Does 1,400 inch pounds. This is their big impact driver that does 2,500 inch pounds and has a quick eject and all of that. It comes with the free stack pack case. $80 value, they say. And yeah, for $349.99. Now, here's the thing about that. When you factor in what this competes with, the DeWalt hammer drill impact drive, that's $379 over at Lowe's right now with the free gift. And the Milwaukee Gen 4, that's $399 over at Home Depot with the free gift. Lots of you hack that though. But if you're keeping the free gifts, this is an interesting value. I just say interesting if you want this case. But I mean, don't forget to look at this over at Lowe's too, because the same or similar deal anyway is over at Lowe's as well. I had to make sure the batteries were the same. And I mean, you get to choose your free gift, but they're not that good, in my opinion. Definitely don't get the shop vac. It's only 1.6 gallons. You know, I just leave this up here. You guys choose what's best for you. Moving on back to Ohio Power Tool, we have this Bosch Pro Factor. They brought it back. I remember I told you guys about they had this deal where you bought a bare tool, you got a free 8 amp hour starter kit. So it's back now. So you could get this Bosch impact wrench, which I brought up in a video maybe 5 days ago or so, and one of you said because as far as ratings go, it's rated at 1180 foot-pounds breakaway and 740 tightening, and that is as far as those specs go. Milwaukee blows them out at rated being 1400, and DeWalt and Metabo HPT, all of them blow them out as far as numbers go. But guess what? If you go take a look at the Torque Test channel, I'm going to leave that video up here in the right hand corner. Go check it out. This Bosch beat out that Milwaukee. How about that? I said it in the video last week. I don't know, but everybody loves it. And I guarantee I've been fooling around with Pro Factor tools lately. Wow is all I have to say. So 279, 8 amp hour battery with the fast charger. They have two different chargers. They have a big boy charger and another one. This is their big boy 279, worth every bit. Because honestly, when you do the Milwaukees at 250, I got my Milwaukee for like 250 4 years ago, a 2767. It came with a 5 amp hour battery, but it didn't come with a charger. So, this right here, 279 with all that, 8 amp hours. And the cool thing about their 8 amp hour batteries, again, if you go, I didn't post that video, but I'll post a video regarding these 8 amp hour batteries. This is the same size as the Milwaukee 5 amp hour battery. So there's something there. So moving on, this is their like high output battery too. So moving on, back to Acme Tools. We almost done. Uh, I also want to say that consider the Pro Factor drill as well. I'm going to leave this whole page up so you can go look at it. I highly recommend this drill too. I'll talk about that in a video tomorrow. How about that? All right, so we're almost done. Moving on over. I just wanted to say, you guys know that DeWalt has their promotions going on. You buy one, get one, the starter kits and all of that. Uh, they also have over here at Acme Tools, you can save $20 when you make a $199 purchase. And I already tried it on this starter kit here. So you do the starter kit. This was my free tool, and it still allowed me to apply the $20 off. So if you are not hacking stuff over at Home Depot and you're keeping the free tools, then Acme Tools is obviously the way you want to go. And again, don't forget about Rakuten. Again, that for extra $40 cash back. See, this kind of makes those Home Depot deals not as sweet when you consider that you get to keep everything and don't have to go through the hoopla of trying to return stuff. And you get you get a deeper discount on the bundle itself, the cash back plus the extra $20. Now, here's the thing about the Home Depot stuff. You might have noticed that I have not mentioned in weeks anything about returning, buying something from Home Depot and returning it because again, I tried to on something I bought like a month ago, back in September, and it wouldn't let me. And it wasn't that the cashier wouldn't let me, the system itself wouldn't let me. Here you go, right here in my back office. Even if I tried to return, uh, shipping it back, look what it says. This return needs some assistance from Home Depot associate. It won't let me. It will not let me return just this battery. It's making me return it to return everything or nothing at all. And the cashier tried her best to override it. It would not work. So I haven't mentioned that you can hack anything in none of my videos since. So I'm just approaching it as you might have problems. Okay? I'm having problems, at least with this order anyway. And you see they're itemized, they're separate. It's not like they came together. They separate. It would not let me do it. So I'm not mentioning it anymore because I don't want to say you can do it and then you get out there and you can't and you stuck. So just assume that's done. Just assume that's done. Because I even tried to buy something and have it shipped to one store. That was the other workaround. Having it shipped to one store and then going to pick it up from another store and never going to pick up the other one. They'll automatically cancel it and refund you. But that's not working anymore either. It won't let me. It's making me do it at the same store now. So it looked like they found a way to get around that. So just anticipate keeping your items. But again, they're still good deals, though. They're still very good deals without being able to hack them. But if you go to Acme Tools and get extra things like Rakuten and using coupon codes, it's even sweeter. Finally, this Bosch Freak, I mentioned it before. The Freak is okay. It's a good impact driver that doubles as an impact wrench when you need it. It's a very lightweight impact wrench, so that's good. This one produces 1,800 inch-pounds. Not the strongest, but it's not definitely not the weakest. And at $99 for a whole kit with the 2 amp hour battery and all that, and again being able to double as an impact wrench, not a bad deal. But you can also bump it up a little bit, and it saves $20 off. If you spend $100 on Bosch tools, you get $20 off. It's off select stuff. So if you spend $100, uh, so if you buy this, you get this whole thing for $159. You get a hammer drill in addition to that 1,800 inch-pound Freak and an extra battery. So to me, this is the better deal for the extra $59. And there you have it. That's today's video. Hopefully it was helpful, and I will see you guys next time.